Welcome back to another video. We have some good stuff coming along right now. Today's December 20th. We have a low pressure system moving off the east coast. And then we have another low pressure system forming over here, which is actually going to be this, which is the main event that I'm going to be talking about in this video. So let's just get started. Let's talk about timing. This is 1 a.m. on Christmas Eve. As you can see, most of Ohio is seeing snow. If we move forward about 6 hours, it's going to get really windy because this is a very strong cold front. In front of the rain, it's about 50-60 degrees. And then behind the rain, it's obviously cold enough for it to be snowing. So this is a very drastic temperature change. There's going to be a lot of wind. There's going to be a lot of strong thunderstorms involved with this, I'm pretty sure. Now with the snow, when the front passes, it's going to put in some very cold air. I don't think it'll be able to hold enough moisture for most of us to be able to see a white Christmas. For the mountains right here, like West Virginia and North Carolina, you'll probably see some good snow. Alright, so this is 1 p.m. New York, you're definitely going to end up seeing some good snow. I believe that you could be seeing up to a foot actually from this and the lake effect snow that's going to come after. Pennsylvania, I don't know how moderate this snow is going to be. That's something we're going to have to keep an eye on, how moderate this snow is going to be for Pennsylvania and what your snow totals are going to be. North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Eastern New York, you're getting hit by very bad thunderstorms. Yeah, so by 7 p.m. on Christmas Eve, most of the snow is starting to clear out in Pennsylvania. It's making its way out in New York. New York is basically all snow right now. Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. You got some pretty bad storms coming. New Jersey, it switched over to snow, but like I said, I don't think that's going to really stick around, or if it does, I don't think it's going to accumulate as much or at all, because 3 hours ago it was 50 degrees and now it's 30 degrees. I think the ground's gonna be pretty warm. Fast forward, so this is Christmas. Vermont and New Hampshire and Maine are probably gonna see some pretty good snow totals coming out of this. Maine, you might not see thunderstorms or as severe thunderstorms, but it's totally not out of the question. That could really happen. And like I said, timing's gonna change. Like this could be at 7 a.m. on Christmas, not 1 a.m. Well, let's fast forward to what they think 7 a.m. is gonna do. So by 7 a.m., storms are basically out of here. Just Maine really seeing some thunderstorms switching into snow right now. And then this lake effect snow I was talking about, all this is going to be lake effect snow. It might make its way over to Maryland, Delaware, maybe New Jersey. I doubt it, but it's not out of the question. And then by 1 p.m. on Christmas, we're basically all clear. By 7 p.m., it's just really cold and lake effect snow. Thunderstorm, snow, and cold air isn't our only threat. We have heavy wind gusts because of the drastic temperature change. And that's not the only reason. We also have a very strong high pressure system out in the Atlantic Ocean and a very strong low pressure system inland. These lines right here, they're called isobars, and when they're close together like that, that means very strong wind. This is a perfect setup for very severe weather, especially down south. This high is blowing clockwise, which is bringing warm air from the South Atlantic up north, and this low is turning counterclockwise, which is bringing warm air from the Gulf and eventually warm air from the Atlantic up north also. So let's speed things up. I don't like to make my videos too long because it tends to bore people, so I try to keep them short and simple. So anyway, by 8 a.m. on Christmas Eve, Ohio, you're seeing some pretty heavy wind gusts. So is Kentucky, Tennessee. Fast forward to 12 p.m. The wind gusts seem to dissipate except for the mountain areas. West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, you're going to see some pretty heavy wind gusts. We fast forward to 6 p.m. Christmas Eve. I don't know how accurate this is. Seems like this model is trying to predict how much wind's going to be in these thunderstorms. But this is definitely possible. We could definitely see wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour in a thunderstorm. Fast forward to 1 a.m. It's now Christmas Day. Heavy wind gusts in the Philly area. 4 a.m. New York, you're seeing now 50 mile an hour wind gusts. Philly, you're seeing almost 60 miles an hour. Jersey Shore area, you're seeing up to 70 miles an hour. I believe Jersey, and for some reason this part in Virginia is going to see some pretty heavy winds. I believe it's trying to predict winds in a storm. I don't trust that. Back to our wind gusts. We fast forward. Still some pretty strong winds. Connecticut, Massachusetts, you're seeing some pretty heavy winds. 70 miles an hour for some of you. At 65 miles an hour in Hartford, Connecticut. The low is now moving from Pennsylvania into New Jersey. It's probably going to track into New York. There it goes. Right into New York. Now if we go to 1 a.m. Saturday, but it's still very gusty out, and this is also when the cold air is in place. And this is what's going to feel like. Some of you are going to feel way below zero, especially in western Pennsylvania, mostly because 1, the new cold air, and 2, because of the snow cover. Now some models are saying the storm is going to bring up to a foot of snow. That is possible, especially for the places near the Great Lakes. I think they could definitely see up to a foot of snow because of the lake effect snow that's going to happen when the storm moves out. I think it's safe to say that if you live all along this line of dark purples and darker blues, you are going to see a white Christmas. But for the rest of us, like Philadelphia, New York, Boston, unfortunately, I don't think there will be enough snow falling to even stick, and I think there is no chance of us seeing a white Christmas. I'm also predicting that there's going to be a big nor'easter coming. Yeah, like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and I'll answer them pretty quickly.